Welcome to Terrifyingly Beautiful. I'm David Robert.
What's up? I'm Kevin O'Connell.
Yay!
I have a song in my head.
Why?
I randomly have This Is How We Do It by Montel Jordan.
This is how we do it.
This is how I do it. It's Friday night.
Do you know what song I've had in my head since like 15 years ago?
For
Since
15
you've been
years?
gone.
Oh.
And that's the only line I sing of it. And Pete goes crazy. He's like, please stop singing that song.
My friend
Please,
Eric
please,
ruined
please.
that song for me.
Really?
Because he sang Cinnamon Gum. And I can only hear that now.
Well, that's very common when you get the words mixed up. So, never see a song that came out like hit the dance floor, hit the dance floor. I thought it was hit the dumpster, hit the dumpster.
That's
and
a
then
different
Pete
kind of
thought like, what's the actual name of the song? Like I Love Cheap Thrills.
Yeah.
He thought it was I Love James Brown.
Oh, God.
So, and now that you have that in your head, like an earworm, you cannot unhear it.
Oh, yeah.
So
And
all I hear is hit the dumpster, hit the dumpster.
exactly. It's stuck forever in that.
Hilarious.
Someone had this exact conversation with me maybe like a year ago that she goes, I really used to love that song, Beyonce's Halo. But she goes, someone said, I can see your a-hole instead of Halo. You reversed it.
If I had to list my top 5 favorite songs, that's going to be in the
David,
top 5.
I can see your a-hole.
What are you going to on the cruise after these outfits we just tried on? Sorry, it's
I know.
Side story there. Just to warn you, I have just downed this Monster energy drink that you gave me.
Perfect.
It's the Monster Ultraviolet.
I just gave that to you. You drank the whole thing?
I'm like super amped up right now.
You're hovering off the chair.
I'm like shaking.
Oh, cool.
Not good for anxiety, by the way, these energy drinks.
If you really want to see someone with anxiety have a good time, give them an energy drink.
And it's like 50 ounces.
That's not 50 ounces.
Well, 16 was close.
60 is not close to 15.
16.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a lot.
It is
delicious. God.
Tootie just gave a kick for no reason.
She probably had some of the monster stuff.
Don't feed the
Oh my
almost
God.
dead dog that.
Okay, well, that was a fun intro.
Yeah, housekeeping. I forgot to mention something. Remember, like 2 episodes ago, I brought up the singer Hoku from the 90s?
Yeah.
About the your thumb part that you rub.
Yeah.
So I had her name right, which I'm super impressed.
It's
that I
really
had it
Hoku?
right. Yeah, it really is.
God.
She's from Hawaii, so they name people like that there.
Yeah.
But it was the wrong song. She actually sings the opening song from Legally Blonde, That Perfect Day. She sings that song instead.
That's from the 90s?
Yeah, Legally Blonde's in the 90s.
Oh, God.
Reese Witherspoon's
Time
like
is flying
pushing
by.
50, isn't she?
She cannot be 50.
I don't know.
Oh my God. No, she's probably in her 30s.
She's in one of my favorite movies, Freeway. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
Freeway, not Three-Way. Great movie.
Freeway,
It's like a take. It's super messed up, but it's all about Little Red Riding Hood. But she plays like a 16-year-old prostitute. It's so great.
Is it a comedy?
It's a very, very dark comedy.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the guy from 24, Kiefer Sutherland's in it too.
Oh.
And Brooke Shields. It's random. Yeah, I'm going to
That's
see how
weird.
old Reese Witherspoon is. I'm Googling this. So do all of our housekeeping stuff because I don't feel like doing it.
Kevin, you going to delegate to me now?
Yeah, this is my episode.
God. I'm not your intern.
She was born in 76, so she's actually...
Oh, she's like almost
41.
my age.
Yeah.
Well, she's your age.
Yeah.
So, what year you're born in?
79.
Oh, God.
Now people know my age.
God.
My birthday is in a couple weeks, and yours is even closer.
Yeah.
Send gifts.
What'd you buy me?
I bought you that Monster Energy drink.
That was the best gift ever.
You're welcome.
I'll be awake until my birthday. Okay, so...
I actually did buy you something the other day. It hasn't arrived yet, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Viagra.
You wish.
Trying to kill me. So, housekeeping. So, as you know by now, you can always find us on social media.
On the interwebs.
If you have good Wi-Fi. Instagram and Twitter at TerrifyinglyB.
Yep.
And our website is terrifyinglybeautiful.com.
Yep.
Where you can...
The name of the
check us
podcast
out.
is Terrifyingly Beautiful.
It is. They know that, Kevin.
Oh.
They have it downloaded, obviously.
And our email address is terrifyinglybeautiful@gmail.com.
Yes. A Gamail.
Gmail.
Gamail.
Gamail.
Yeah. My name is Gamail.
Remember AOL?
No, I can't. How did we survive?
Mom, hang up the phone!
Yeah, it's
I kind of miss it, though. Although I loved chat rooms. They were, like, sexy.
Oh, the chat rooms? Oh, yeah.
People would send a picture and it would load. It'd be like,
He's like the top of their head.
And you'd be like, their forehead's all right. Let's see what the rest of it.
It's like cheap suspense, right? It's like, oh my God, it's like a half an hour to load the picture.
Yeah, it was like a Dan Brown novel.
And then with the flip phones too, like, the razors.
Oh, yeah. We
before
still have a razor
smartphones.
upstairs.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, I
just
love
in case
my
the
razor.
apocalypse. I don't know.
That's weird.
It's not going to work in the apocalypse.
No. I
But
mean,
those things will survive. They're like cockroaches.
the first thing they shut down is all the like towers and shit.
The first thing they shut down?
Yeah, they're an apocalypse.
Well, I don't think there's there's a list of order to shut things down.
Shut the cell towers down.
Those go
and then
first.
close all the Taco Bells. So,
please that would be last.
No, I haven't
I
had
love
Taco
a
Bell.
chalupa.
Really?
I love Taco Bell.
I can't even tell you the last time I was at a Taco Bell. It had been 30 years ago.
It's forever blocked up. Taco Bell. I'm telling you.
Stop.
No, it really works.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They put sand in the meat.
That can't be true.
It's true. It's true.
Are you sure you can get sued for that? Because it's not true.
They put silica in it, and it's in there. It's listed in their ingredients.
Oh, that's sand, yeah.
Yeah. It's a fancy way to say sand.
Do you know that Subway, the bread they use for their sandwiches, actually has an ingredient that's the same as an ingredient in a yoga mat?
Oh, really? Well,
Which makes it fluffy?
really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, there's lots of chemicals that do lots of things that
So
people
weird.
should calm down about.
I shouldn't be judging. I just drink a fucking Monster drink.
Yeah,
which
no,
is like
that's
it's like the ingredients takes up the entire back label.
yeah.
of the
It's
drink.
just like water and radioactivity.
Yeah, exactly. Like phenylketonuria, whatever. Like
Yeah, I don't know
I'm not sure what that
anybody who
means,
has
but
that.
that's weird.
Sounds like it's rough.
Yeah. I'm
Mm.
super amped up right now. Oh my god.
Oh,
David,
good.
calm down.
So we did
So-
all that stuff. You got to do what caused you
It's a
anxiety.
great
this
segue,
week.
actually.
Oh.
So, what caused me stress? So, if you recall from the last episode, I talked about it's 2017 and why can't we get good Wi-Fi signal?
Yeah.
So, to build upon that, it's 2017. Why can't Starbucks get my fucking order right? I
Oh.
order the most simple drink on the planet, black iced tea. How can you screw black iced tea up? And I have never gotten the order right.
Really?
Never.
What? Are you not using their terminology correctly?
So
or-
apparently, this is what I do. I go to the counter. I say, "Can I have a grande black iced tea?"
Yeah, that's the right way to say it.
Right?
Do the app where you order ahead.
I would have to do that. It comes out either hot tea.
Mhm.
It comes out it comes out as a iced herbal tea, no caffeine in it.
Oh,
The whole point of it is
fuck
the
that,
caffeine.
yeah.
And then this latest time, so this morning I went in and it came to the counter. I go, "That can't be right. Is this tea?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Is it black tea?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "It looks like white to me." Well, it turns out it was herbal, half tea, half lemonade.
Oh, not even close.
How do you get that wrong? It's
First of all,
you
they call
can't.
it black tea, but it's more like brown.
Well, yeah, but it's called black tea. It's like
Green-
Earl Grey
Green
or
tea is
like
kind of yellow.
Awake or something like that. Or
Yeah, I love the Awake tea.
oh god, it's
I'm
so
like, which
good.
one has the most dots of caffeine?
Awake?
Yeah.
No, Urban Mate or something like that has like the
Yerba
most dots.
mate.
That's called.
If they mess up your order, they'll give you a $4 off sometimes.
Isn't that used for like erection disorders, or is that something else?
That's Yohimbe.
Oh.
Good thing you have me. David's drinking tea all day long going, nothing.
Nothing's happening.
No.
We talked about the watermelon. The watermelon is like nature's Viagra, right?
We didn't actually talk about that on the
we
podcast.
haven't. Oh,
But I told you about
well,
that.
since you talked about that, I'm growing watermelons right now in the backyard. in our
Are you?
garden. Oh yeah,
Nice.
I'm gonna eat watermelons from now until the day I die. Love it.
He died like he lived.
Yeah, that's how my grandfather died. Actually,
With an erection?
no, he made an announcement one day and said, "I will die when I'm no longer to get an erection." And then my
Oh.
dad said, and sometime,
That's not something you share with your
sometime
family.
in the fall of like 1979, he made an announcement to my dad that he couldn't get an erection. He died on Christmas Eve that year.
Oh, I feel
Isn't
like
that weird?
I would have just died of embarrassment from having to tell people.
Oh, please. I mean,
No, like what? You don't share that with family members. I like my family to think that I'm like a Ken doll down there. I got nothing going on.
get off.
Yeah.
Just smooth and rounded.
Yeah, just the plastic underwear.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Well, I mean, okay. So that stressed me out because it's so frustrating not to be able to get the drink order right, and it's not even a complicated drink order. I wasn't ordering like the unicorn rainbow latte thing.
Oh, God. You know, it's stressful the first time, but then the next time you go to do it, you expect the same result, and that's where the anxiety kicks in. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, am I going to have to deal with this again?
I mean, I forgive you for the first 3 times, but please, and they come in, "Oh, hi, good to see you again. How's your day?" I mean, they're very chatty and they're sweethearts, but they just,
And it's a fine line about pushing back because you don't want them to dislike you or do something to your food. We've talked about this before.
yeah. I'm not big on sugar, so I was like, and the Monster drink is sugar-free, by the way.
Mhm.
But so the lemonade thing, I don't drink lemonade.
Well, just spit it
sweet.
back in their face. They'll learn not to do it. I'm kidding. Don't
Like,
ever treat anyone who works at a restaurant badly.
I would never do that. I actually go out of my way to be nice because it's a tough job.
Yeah.
Dealing with customers cannot
Oh.
be easy.
It's not. Trust me.
No way.
Working in pharmacies. Nope.
No.
Deal with sick customers. Good times.
No.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm trying to help you.
I love the look. I wish you could see
Yeah,
the look
I
on
wish
your
you could
face.
see my face right now.
It was like,
Because it's real cunty.
it looked like who was the skit, the church lady on SNL?
Isn't
Like,
that special?
Isn't that special?
Yeah.
Exactly what it looked like. Hilarious. So what stressed you out?
So what's Facebook stressed me out this week?
Facebook? Dude?
Yeah, because have you ever gotten friend requests from these clearly fake women who are trying? And
Yes.
so her name would be like Katarina
Yeah.
Yostrova,
Yeah.
and she's like this woman. And it's always like taken from above, and she's
yeah.
like looking up, so you can kind of see some cleavage.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, first of all, lady, you're barking up the wrong tree.
And she has no friends.
no mutual friends,
Or no friends at all.
but I want to know A, how they found me, and B, what do they expect out of me?
Well, so a couple of things. One is, this is my theory, because it happens to me all the time. I just block them. So you can go on a service like Fiverr,
Mm-hmm.
Fiverr.com,
Yep.
and you can pay a small fee to have somebody out in like Bangladesh or like Estonia.
Moldova.
Moldova.
Shout out Moldova.
Okay, Moldova is, it borders Ukraine and I think Romania.
We're real big in Latvia, too.
We are big enough all of a sudden. It's weird. Which is like just south of Estonia, actually, ironically.
Would you say it's safe to say we're the number one anxiety podcast in Latvia?
I would say it's pretty safe.
It's pretty safe to say.
We're probably the number one podcast in Latvia, but
We're probably going to be killed there for being gay.
in Latvia?
I don't know.
I'm sure it's pretty progressive there.
That's where latkes come from, right?
No.
No? No.
That's Poland.
Lattes?
No.
Damn it.
So what was I just talking about?
They don't have a Latvia going for them. You're talking about Moldova.
No, it was not before that. Oh
No?
my god.
The fake
oh yeah,
requests.
so
Bangladesh.
Fiverr. So you can hire someone on Fiverr to actually push
UFA Bridge.
fans over to your to either like your
Oh.
page or to get friends for you. So
Or to win an election.
I'm thinking that they're just trying to get like as many likes as possible, as many friends as possible.
I just hope people realize in 2017 Facebook friends are not like real friends. Like it means less than nothing.
Yeah. I probably, with the exception of like you and Jesse and Shauna, a couple of our friends, I don't really see in person a lot of people on my Facebook page.
Yeah, and I don't try to. I'm like, if I have something to say to you, I'll say it in person. But I will share this. Look at this girl sing on America's Got Talent.
I know. I prefer that than like all this personal baggage people, drape out there for the whole world to see.
Let me just give everyone like a little bit of a life lesson from Kevin here.
Okay.
No one has ever posted something political or religious or controversial on Facebook and had someone in the comments go, "Oh, now I see your point. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it."
Yeah.
No one, it's not the place for it. It's very easy to misconstrue things that are written and are not said out loud, or you can have a conversation back and forth. Knock it off.
Not only that, but if you have a beef with someone, like pick up the phone and say, "Hey, I disagree with that," or I felt hurt by that. Have a private conversation.
Yeah.
You don't use Facebook to
Anything
shame
important
or embarrass somebody. I see it all the time, and I think to myself, I try not to judge, but it's hard not to be drawn in and kind of like trying to figure out what's going on. It's like, why would you take the time to write something on your Facebook page that clearly is a passive-aggressive attack on somebody in your life?
Because it's easy and it's kind of anonymous because you sent it and you didn't say it out loud and you didn't see the person's reaction.
I don't know. I just, to me, it's like,
you didn't see Louis C.K.'s bit on that? He's
No.
like, if a kid tells a kid in a playground, "You're fat," and he sees the kid's like eyes well up and her face kind of wince, like the kid gets an emotional response back from that, right?
Like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Just from like what you see, what your actions
sure.
have done to a person. But if you're doing it online where you're like, "You're fat, you're ugly," and it's the person's kind of like, "Ooh, this feels good,"
Yeah.
right? Because you're just making yourself feeling better by bringing somebody else down, but you don't get those same kind of cues on people.
Maybe I'm in a minority, but I actually derive pleasure from supporting other people. And I actually don't get threatened when somebody's successful.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually get super excited. So even if I don't really know the person very well, but we're connected on Facebook through mutual friends, and they'll post something like get a promotion, or somebody recently had a book published. I always either put a nice comment or I'll like the article, because I like to see people succeed.
Yeah, it's got to be authentic. A lot of people do that, and then they secretly try to sabotage the person on the other
I
end.
wouldn't do that. It's not my nature.
Be nice, people. You need people in your life. Man.
And don't we have enough enemies, to be honest with you, without having to create our own drama within our own community? But
seriously. And you get what you give. Be nice to people and they'll be nice back.
Karma.
Yeah. So, David.
Yeah.
Guess what episode number this is?
Oh, boy. Is this the 13th?
It's the 13th episode.
Oh.
So, today's topic was kind of forced upon me by the universe, right?
You forced it upon yourself.
I did, because, well,
two episodes ago.
So, of course, when you're doing a podcast about anxiety and fears, you look at people's common fears. And one that comes up all the time is the fear of the number 13.
Isn't it called like trichaeophobia or something like that? Or tracheophobia?
That's the fear of tracheas.
Yeah.
Triskaidekaphobia.
That's the fear of Triscuits.
A deck of Triscuits. And they are not good as cards.
Triskaidekaphobia?
Let me make sure I'm saying that right.
Is that Latin?
Triskaidekaphobia.
What language is Latin?
It's from Greek. Tris meaning 3, kai meaning and, deca meaning 10, and phobos meaning phobia. So it's it's like a math problem.
Yeah, 3 plus 10 phobia.
Yeah, 3 plus 10. Exactly.
It's not for the triskaidekaphobia.
Yeah. So it's the reason why people are afraid of Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Well,
wasn't there like a funny, spoofy horror film called Saturday the 14th?
Yeah.
I just thought of that.
I'll have to look into, I didn't actually research why it's Friday the 13th. That's actually the one that's chosen and not like
Tuesday
Monday.
the 13th. Yeah.
There's got to be something about that.
Well, because Friday is the last day before the weekend, everybody gets excited. It's the 13th and you get kind of bummed maybe.
But I do know the name of the fear of Friday the 13th. Ready? Sit down. It's got 2 names for it. So we've got paraskavedekatriaphobia, or it can be called triskaidekaphobia.
Triskaidekaphobia.
Yeah, after Frigg, the Norse goddess.
That's got to be a word in a spelling bee.
Yeah.
Take half an hour to spell it, but
some Indian kid somewhere is like studying right now.
Don't do the accent.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
What? Can I just do it a little bit?
A little bit.
Could you use it in a sentence, please? It's not bad.
It's perfect.
Yeah. It's just a little stereotypical. All right. So let's talk about this. Are you afraid of the number 13?
Well, I think afraid would be a strong word, but I certainly have some, like I mentioned this in a couple episodes ago, I do definitely have some strong superstitions around it.
Well, I think that's what it is for most people. Like, for example, when you go into a high-rise building, check out the elevator. Most of them don't have number 13.
Which is so fucked up because it's still a 13th floor.
Right. So the 14th floor.
They just call it 14. Yeah. So it's like...
But this is how like ingrained in the world it is that we go out of our way in technology to not label something 13.
So
in fact, when they build buildings, they don't they have to number them, right? So that way the construction people know. They usually put, instead of 13, a heart.
Really?
Yeah, and there are plenty of pictures of this on the internet, and I will post one of them.
It wasn't recently, but in the last couple of years, I was checking into a hotel, and they put me in room 1313, and I said, I can't.
Really?
I go, I'll take something else on a different floor. I can't have 1313. It's just too much. They'd be like going to room 666.
Okay, well, I'm going to bring that into it later about other numbers that, so, I mean, arbitrarily, anything can be a lucky or unlucky number, right? This has never bothered me at all. 666 means nothing to me because
if I'm pumping gas and I land on a price, let's say $20, $66.66, I just click it a couple more times to get something different number on it.
I've waited on customers whose change has come back to, and I go, whoa, $6.60, and the people are like, I'll buy a pack of gum.
I'll give you a tip.
I'll buy a pack of gum, and I'm like, oh my, it's not a real thing, people.
I know, but people,
so
we're human.
Do you know where it comes from?
No.
Okay.
It has to do with the devil, right? So,
no, well, 666 does. I'm talking about 13.
13.
This is the number of the episode, David.
Oh, that's right.
We're doing an episode of a podcast.
We'll save the 666 for our 666 episode. I can't even say that. That's like,
Christ, really?
Can you say that? 666th episode.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You know what's real hard to say?
13.
Irish.
Oh, God.
Wristwatch. Try it.
Irish wristwatch.
You gotta say it a little faster than that.
Well, you didn't.
Well, I was giving you the example because I can't do it.
Irish wristwatch.
Yes, that was pretty good.
Okay.
Now try toy boat 3 times fast.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
See, it's hard. I've learned to do it, but it is hard. Yeah, I have a few other ones that I'll save for a rainy day. All right, so it actually comes from the 1890s, apparently.
Really?
Oh, this is according to Wikipedia.
Oh.
Yeah. So it comes from the Last Supper, right? So Judas, who betrayed Jesus, was the 13th person to sit at the table.
Oh,
at the Last Supper.
We're going way back. Well, that's not from the 1800s. That's like from The Last Supper didn't happen in the
Right, but people
1800s.
started appropriating it to be a fear in the 1890s because the Bible says nothing about who sat first and last. They did. Could you imagine if they were like, well, first Matthew sat, and then next came...
Oh my God.
I don't know some of the other ones. Pierre?
Pierre? Oh my God.
They didn't have a French apostle?
Let's not showcase our naivety around religious stuff.
I actually know all of them. I really do.
Ugh,
From Jesus Christ Superstar, the musical.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
Yeah. But they also say that it's not like a bad number in Christianity because there's like 13 attributes of God. That's all in the Torah and blah, blah, blah. So there's also saying it goes back to even earlier than that to 1780 BC. So it's before Jeezy Crazy.
Cher.
Before Cher. Yeah. She was probably around then. But it has to do with the Code of Hammurabi.
Never heard of it.
That's like the whole like if you steal, like we'll cut off your hands, that kind of shit.
Okay.
But the 13th law apparently was omitted. But then that's what people said, that's why it was unlucky back then. But apparently none of them ever had any numbers, so that's also false.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, like they think it might come from the Vikings because the god Loki.
Yeah,
which is like the Norse trickster god who's also in Marvel like superhero things. Yeah. He was the 13th god in the pantheon. So
well, you wonder if you have like the 12 apostles, the 12 days of Christmas. If like 13 is like looked upon because like this
a dozen
the next number.
Well, the baker's dozen is
baker's
13.
dozen is 13.
That's a nice thing.
Yeah, you get extra egg or
extra pastry.
Extra pastry.
Well, bakers don't bake eggs.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking a dozen eggs for some reason.
But also people will make anything that they believe to be true and they'll find reasons to prove it, right?
Of course.
Let me give you a list of some terrible things that have happened on the 13th.
Not Friday, just the 13th.
The 13th. Yeah,
okay.
Some of them have happened on Friday the 13th.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Kevin.
What, David?
Summer's almost here.
Oh, I know.
You know what that means, right?
Yeah, no Cheetos, just Speedos.
No.
Yeah, you gotta look good in those things. They're tiny.
Kevin, skincare products.
Oh, that's true.
The sun's brutal on the skin, right?
It is.
Yeah. And so what I do is go to 1ambbeauty.com.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they have everything on that place to make your bad skin already look better. They have preventative stuff, wrinkle creams, everything you could imagine is on that website.
Masks, moisturizers, cleansers, exfoliants.
If you look that bad, just get like a full mask.
A whole body mask.
And just wear it all the time.
But seriously, I mean, you should go to 1ambbeauty.com.
Yeah, they're offering Terrifyingly Beautiful listeners 25% off. They just have to use one simple word.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't use terrifying. If you don't go there, you could look terrifying.
Yes, but you want to be beautiful.
Correct. 1ambbeauty.com.
Promo code beautiful.
Beautiful. Number 1, Apollo 13.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Great movie.
Tom Hanks.
Who else? Gary Sinise.
Oh, he was in that?
Yeah, Lieutenant Dan.
Was
Bill
He
Paxton.
died. Yeah, I loved him.
No. And somebody else was in it too. Oh, Kevin Bacon. I share a birthday with him.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay,
so that was actually launched on April 11th at 13 o'clock.
See? Here we go.
And then the oxygen tank exploded on April 13th.
Oh, okay. So that's a lot of 13s. There.
Weird,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
It's probably a
coincidence.
Because then you could say that Apollo 11 was lucky because it happened on blah, blah, blah. That Costa Concordia disaster, that cruise ship.
Oh, yeah. It kind of overturned in the
Friday the
Mediterranean.
13th. In January 2012. So they say 112. What's 1 plus 12 is 13. But come on.
Is that a ghost spider you're just looking at?
No, it's a gnat in here for some reason.
God.
The November 2015 Paris terrorist attacks. Friday the 13th.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're going way back to 1300s here. Friday the 13th, the arrest of the Knights Templar was ordered by Philip IV. Blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of things that happened on the 13th, but those are kind of like the bigger ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those could be coincidences, right?
Of course.
Because there's a lot of disasters that happen on Tuesdays, the 9th, right? Or like, I mean, so, yeah.
I mean, and basically you can work around numbers. Statistics are super easy to change, right? And numbers. Yeah. So, like, I mean, 9/11 happened. It was not a 13, but you could say that 9 plus 11
is 20 minus 7.
Yeah, like you can. There's different ways to get there.
Well, so a superstitious mind will always justify their belief by by finding something negative, right? So here's how my mind works. So for years, JoJo the singer, when she first came out.
Hold on, you can't say for years and then say JoJo. She hasn't been around for years.
She's been around for a long time.
Get out.
She's like 24 years old. She was like 13 when she hit number one.
So for decades, JoJo. Go
That's
ahead.
years, more than 1 year.
You have a fear of JoJo?
No, can I finish my sentence?
Not really.
So what was her single like?
Get out, leave,
yeah.
Get out.
So when that song came out, I was listening to it and I equated some like unfortunate things that happened to me to the fact the song was playing in the background.
Oh.
And so then whenever I heard the song, I had to change the channel.
I have one of those too.
Because I was afraid that I just equated the JoJo song with these bad things that were happening. And so I go, I can't listen to it anymore. And to this day, I can't listen to the song.
All right, I hear that. I have
Isn't
that with
weird?
that song Back for Good. That want you back for good. It's like a British
hell
boy
sings
band
that?
sing it. That whatever I want, whatever I said, I didn't mean it. I don't know the words.
Oh, God, never heard
But
that.
I got in a car accident to that song.
See?
So I won't listen to it in the car.
It's so
Take
weird.
That. That's who sings
Oh,
it.
Take That. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. He became a judge on X Factor. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, no,
yeah, so that's how my mind works. So 13, I can see how people would say, "Oh my God!"
Well,
no,
let
no,
me
no, no,
say
no, no.
this: if every day the JoJo song came on in the car and like 50 accidents happened, I'd be like, okay, there's something to it.
Yeah.
But that's like a personal thing, and I get it. But for some reason, the number 13 has stuck.
It has. Yeah,
It's stuck in our culture. So
It
can I
has.
talk about unlucky numbers in other cultures?
Yeah, please do.
Have you ever been to China?
Never been.
Never been to China. Me either. So Chinese elevators, right? So they don't have the number 13 either. They also don't have floors 4 or 14
Really?
because they're all considered super unlucky.
What about 24?
I don't know. I just knew that. Maybe they don't have buildings that high.
I was thinking
I
like
can get
4,
that far.
24, 14.
So
okay.
that's called tetraphobia, and that's in China, Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, and other East Asian and Southeast Asian countries.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So even Nokia that sells phones there, they
Yeah.
don't include any model numbers that begin with a 4 in those countries.
But they put the 4 on the keypad, though, obviously.
Yeah, you have to use the
Okay.
number 4.
I'm just asking. Jesus.
Yeah, so that's because Mandarin Chinese, the number 4, is similar. Is it the word or the little drawing? That language is it gives me anxiety.
I can't draw, so I would be
Yeah.
terrible at that.
The number 4 is similar to the word of death.
Oh, okay.
So that's why. 17 is unlucky in Italy.
Really?
Yeah. Because they believe it's because the Roman numeral 17 is written XVII.
Mhm.
Can be rearranged. This is stretching, right? To VIXI, which in Latin means I've lived, but it can also mean I've died.
Ooh.
Yeah. So in Italy, some planes have no row 17 and hotels have no 17th floor or no room 17.
Does Alitalia have a row 17? Did you mention that? No?
What's that?
Alitalia, the national airline of Italy, do they have a row 17?
No, they don't.
Oh, okay.
No, they don't have row 17 in that.
I didn't hear you say that. Okay,
Yep.
got it. Ooh.
Most airplanes too won't have. I shouldn't say most. Some airplanes do not have row 13 for the same reason.
Yeah.
And in Afghanistan, they believe that number 39 is cursed or a badge of shame.
Why? 39.
It's called the Curse of 39.
Oh, interesting.
It's apparently linked with prostitution. I'm not going to go into it.
Yeah, okay.
You can Google that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the number 13, this is a super informative podcast episode, right?
Love it.
It's 13 is lucky in Italy.
Oh.
Except if you sit at a dinner table, you should not be the 13th person to sit down.
Well, it's a big fucking dinner table.
I don't know. Where's Colgate University? That they also.
Oh, is that Ohio? New York, right?
New York. Let me. It is in New York. Yeah. So it was started by 13 men with $13 with 13 prayers. So they consider that the lucky day, and they celebrate Friday the 13th at Colgate University.
Interesting.
That's where the toothpaste comes from.
No, that's Crest.
Crest University. I went to.
I
went to Mentadent College.
Mented it. I went to Aquafresh University.
Oh, damn it. I couldn't remember the name of it. That was such a better joke.
Aquafresh University.
Our colors were red, white, and blue. I begged my mom for Aquafresh toothpaste growing up.
It was so cheap, the 99 cents a tube.
I know. She wouldn't let me get it, though, because she thought there was something in the red that she didn't like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love...
Red dye was a thing. In the 80s, everyone thought it caused cancer.
Well, it probably did.
Remember they took out the brown M&Ms?
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
But they're back now.
They are back now.
Do you see they got rid of the colored Skittles for a while? They're all white right now.
What? The government?
No, the government, the company who makes Skittles, they're white right now. I think it has to do with Pride Month or something. They wanted like the rainbow there.
Taste the rainbow, so they made them all white. There would be a riot.
I wonder if it's fake news.
How would you even know what flavor you were eating?
Well, I guess that's a surprise.
My mouth's watering thinking about Skittles. It really is.
You like Skittles?
I love any chewy candy.
Kevin, it's so bad for you.
I know.
Sugar's bad for you.
I have healthy teeth.
Just drink wine.
Yeah, so that's all we really got about the number 13, other than that movie, The Number 13, with Jim Carrey.
Where he became he was reading someone's book or whatever and became insane.
I won't give the spoiler alert at the end, but not a great flick.
Oh God. Well, you would think like, okay, well, how did I
learn about it,
right? So I don't recall my parents saying, "Oh no, 13."
Yeah, exactly.
So it's weird how
I
this
think
gets
it's the
passed,
movie.
Folklore gets passed down.
I think it's the movie, Friday the 13th.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I mean, that's been a part of our lives since we were like, it's part of Maine culture, right? I think
Crystal Lake, is that what it's called? Crystal
Lake.
No,
Crystal
Lake.
Camp Crystal Lake.
Camp Crystal Lake, yeah, with Jason Voorhees.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But I think that's why it's stuck, because you're right. Those things have to be passed down traditionally. Look at the other countries with 4 and 14. So
that's so. It's also kind of interesting, so take the opposite position, like good luck charms, like a rabbit. Remember the rabbit's legs that were big and the little keychain? How morbid is that?
It is pretty weird.
And you'd carry a fucking like severed limb around the good luck. I mean, it's so weird, right?
I don't believe in any of that crap, like luck, like horseshoes or 4-leaf clovers. They're all, I mean, it's all, obviously there's no science to any of it, but
there's nothing more satisfying than finding a 4-leaf clover, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but I mean, if something makes you feel good, like some baseball players won't change their socks if they win. And
oh my God, when I was playing competitive tennis, I had to bounce the ball like 9 times before I served.
That's not luck, that's OCD. But I guess if the number 13 is a cause of anxiety or fear from you, I guess it's not that hard to avoid, right?
Yeah,
but you shouldn't let it like.
Yeah, I mean, some of these things we know and acknowledge that there's a negative aspect attached to it, but I don't know how many people actually go out of their way to avoid the number 13.
Well, if you are one of those people, please write us an email. We'd love to hear it. Like, what if you lived off exit 13 on a highway? Do you have to go out of your way not to go on it?
Or you lived at like 13, like some street, right?
13 Death Lane.
Yeah, my God.
Maybe not move there.
Crystal Lake Lane.
Well, I guess if it's a fear from you, you don't move into that house, right?
Yeah. Well, I told you I changed my hotel room after I got assigned to 1313.
Yeah, that's... What if it was the only one? And I don't know. It's never bothered me. I've also... I don't know. I think in my life, I just have bigger things that worry me. So they just like, supersede them.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's about 13, but the 666 probably gives me more anxiety than the 13 does.
But why?
Well, it has to go back to like demonic possession and the devil and, that kind of crap.
But I bet you, I'm going to Google it while you talk about it, but I bet 13. You it has nothing to do with it. It probably like is not in the Bible, has nothing to do with demons. I just don't think that any of these things have any kind of value.
I think people just make this shit up to see how nutty everybody becomes about them. I mean,
do you think it's just like a prank it's
a big social experiment
that's just stayed?
Let's see how many people flip out about the number 13. And
So 666 is called, oh gosh, this is even a better spelling word. Hexacontahexiphobia.
Oh, I had that one time. Penicillin takes care of that.
Yeah. Wow. So apparently the Reagans had the address of their house changed because it was 666 St. Cloud Road. They changed it legally to 668.
I would too.
Route 666 in New Mexico in 2003 was changed because one of the lawmakers said the devil's out here and we have to say goodbye to it.
Well, okay, that's not too far from the truth, but okay.
No, it's not real. I want to know where it comes from, though.
It's in every demonic horror movie. It was in The Exorcist, I believe. It's like, some of those like metal rock bands use it as a way to kind of like, get everybody amped up. Oh, no way. No.
So it is from the Bible.
It is?
It's the number of the beast is a term in the book of Revelation and the New Testament. So you only have to worry about it if you're not Jewish.
Got it.
It's associated with the beast of Revelation in chapter 13. So in most manuscripts, it's translated to 666. But in critical editions of the Greek text, it is noted that it could also be 616.
Oh.
You're going to say 999. We
yeah.
were just reading it upside down.
Yeah, oh crap. Yeah.
It turns out his name is Sausage, not Jesus.
Sausage?
I'd pray to him.
Yeah.
Sausage Jesus.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I don't know. But apparently that one's been brought forth from the movie The Omen.
Oh, that's right. The Omen.
So.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's just, I mean, there's stuff that goes into this, and I don't even want to get into it.
So besides 13, is there anything that you personally are superstitious of, though?
No, like, I don't know if you noticed, but last time you were down here, there was a full-length mirror, and it's gone now because Jesse was vacuuming and knocked it over, and it smashed.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you just made a shocked face. I was like, come on. No such thing.
Well, I saw somebody recently open an umbrella inside, and I was like, "You should not have done that."
No,
7 years bad luck.
Even when I was a kid, my mother goes, "Don't run under ladders."
Oh yeah,
and I would like do it. I'd be like, "Look, nothing's happening."
That's another one too. Well, it probably falls in the same category. You and I talked about this a couple of episodes ago. You know, if you cross your eyes and smack yourself in the head, you're gonna go cross-eyed. These are all just like old
black
wives'
cats,
tales,
right?
Yeah. Well,
the black cats mean nothing.
When a black cat runs in front of my car, I do get a little bit upset about it.
David, we have a black dog sitting next to us who fell off the pillow.
She's not completely black. She has beige piping.
Oh, so if she didn't, you'd be out?
No, there's no superstition around black dogs. It's the black cat right in front of your car. It's supposed to be bad luck.
No, that's from old Halloween decorations with like witches. It means less than nothing.
What are some other ones that I've heard about? The umbrella, the mirror.
There's tons of stupid ones, like knocking when someone's... What do you knock on wood for?
Oh, knock on wood for good luck?
Yeah.
No, you say, no, if you, don't want it to happen, right?
Yeah, and you throw salt over your shoulder.
I've never had that happen.
That's all bullshit. Or you spilled milk one? No, that's like a saying.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Step on a crack, break your mother's back.
Oh, yeah. For years, I would, be hopping over those cracks on the sidewalks coming home from school.
Really?
Yeah.
I would just be like, let's see if this happens.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. All of these unfounded things that just get passed on, I feel like it's akin to believing in Santa Claus.
Well, it also,
Sorry, kids, if you're listening.
Oh, God. There's no Santa?
There's no Santa. He was invented by the Coca-Cola Company and Arthur C. Clement, who wrote that poem. Is that his name?
Oh, really?
I hope I'm wrong.
Okay.
Maybe he wrote Rudolph. I don't know.
Well, how old were you? Oh, you were young when you knew there was no Santa, 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably 19 or 20, I think. Somewhere around there.
When we do our Mother's Day episode next year and my mom will come on, I'll have her tell the story.
No, I was probably I want to say maybe 10.
Really?
I was a very late bloomer, Kevin.
One of my nieces still believes in Santa Claus, and she is
26.
She's 11.
She's in college.
She's 11, and I don't actually. If you had children, would you make them believe in Santa Claus?
Well, seems very strong.
Well, would you encourage it?
Well,
I'd be like, I bought you all that shit, not the old dude.
Yeah, I have a friend who I used to work with years ago whose daughter, she's probably now out of high school, but at the time she was an infant. And I remember her telling the story at work, and she's like, my daughter, it was around Christmas time, and we're getting getting her amped up about Santa and told her the whole tradition, Santa comes through the chimney. And so the little girl was like, excuse me, hold on. Hold on. You mean to tell me that I'm going to be asleep and a stranger's going to shimmy down the chimney?
Yeah.
And eat our cookies and drink our milk? No fucking way, right?
And yet no one's afraid of that, and people are afraid of a fucking number.
13. I know, it's so weird.
Makes no sense. So just every time you see the number 13, buy yourself a gift. Problem solved.
Love it. Yeah, I had to think more about my own superstitious behavior. I told you about the JoJo song.
But people don't think about it enough. If you're they'll take whatever piece they want of it, much like the Bible, and appropriate it to their own fears, right? So no one's afraid of, I'm trying to do my math here.
Turtles.
No, I'm still going with the number 13.
Oh, okay.
No one's afraid of the time 1:13 p.m., which in military time is 13:13. You should be afraid of that.
You should be.
I see a lot of
11:11 good luck, make a wish on
so
what is that
stupid.
about? Oh,
first of all, it doesn't count if it's daylight.
What
savings
I wanted to
time.
mention to you. So it has to do with superstitions. Again, back to social media, right? So when you get those posts from someone, it says like, you must share and say amen, you're gonna go to hell or bad luck for 5 years. It's like, and it shows some like dying animal or whatever. It's like, if you don't
email chain letter,
those things drive me absolutely nuts. And then I'm thinking, I know that person there's no way that person's going to send it. I think it actually, someone hijacks their account and sends that shit out.
No, I think a lot of people just are that superstitious.
Wow.
Did you ever get physical mailed chain letters back in like the 90s?
Oh, yeah.
I was the ruiner of many of those.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, nope, not doing this.
I had one recently, and I felt bad because I thought I was going to buy into it. Not buy in financially, but kind of like take part. But it was like, hey, if you want, unlimited wine, then you pull in 10 people. Remember this on Facebook recently?
Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme.
And you're like, yeah, it's a pyramid scheme. And I'm like, no, because I'm telling you right now, not a single person's ever received a bottle of wine from anybody.
No, but people fall prey to that all the time. People do it with books for their kids.
Crazy.
It's bullshit. Or
this is how societies get taken over.
Yeah, I know.
Out of fear.
Just think logically, people. And if you're worried that something might not be true, just message us. Yes. I'll be like, it's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
But then I also think that I don't believe in anything anymore.
Well, yeah.
Where I go too far, where I don't trust anything.
Well, even if you are, let's as a way to kind of help people through this, even if you are listening and you do have a phobia or some kind of superstition around 13, what I've done with this is too, is like I play Keno a lot. Mm-hmm. I'll purposely select 13 as my number.
That's a good idea. So if you win, then you're like, now it's lucky.
Yeah, exactly.
Take back the night.
Yes.
Take back the 13.
You want to sing so bad today.
No, that's an actual thing. Take back the night.
What do you mean?
That's where like rape survivors go out and it's like a protest.
Oh, like I won't be scared anymore. Oh,
you're doing.
I thought you were like
fists.
Yeah, I thought you were like singing a song.
No, I don't think there's a song called "Take Back the Night." Is there? There probably is.
It has to be.
Don't you? I wonder if songwriters ever get worried that like they're gonna use words in the exact same order that somebody else did.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
But you can't. That's okay, I think, in a songwriting environment, as long as you don't repeat a certain number of seconds. I think,
yeah,
a certain percent of the melody can't be copied. But
I think it has to be like 70% different, something like that.
Oh, that seems kind of low to me.
There's definitely a thing. I don't know, like that Ed Sheeran song that I don't know the name of it, but it sounds a lot like No Scrubs from TLC.
Oh, well, how about the...
Put your body on me.
Oh, no. So also Ed Sheeran, his Photograph song sounds just like a song that one of the another X Factor contestants sang and released.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran.
When I tell you the melody, well, I mean, I know people love Beyonce, but her All the Single Ladies video where she's doing little fist pumping thing.
It wasn't stolen. She admits that was an homage to that.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. She says it in an interview way back when, and everybody said, "Oh, she stole it." But
because the '70s version is hilarious when you watch it.
Listen, there's only a certain amount of ways you can put notes in together. Things are going to start sounding like things.
Exactly.
Although apparently the Ghostbusters theme was like straight up hijacked from Huey Lewis. I Want a New Drug. And
I can see that. Yeah,
and he won that. Yeah.
Oh, he did? Well, I mean, Pharrell and What's His Lips got...
What's His Lips?
Alan Thicke or
he's
Aaron
dead.
Thicke or Robin Thicke?
Robin Thicke.
Yeah. Their song, like...
good.
the one that, about like...
Yeah. Oh my God. That was all over the radio.
It got...
Good Times.
No, like...
Smooth Vibes.
Oh my God, like what the hell's it called?
Blurred Lines.
Yeah, Blurred Lines. Oh my God. Smooth Lines.
I'm white, everyone.
Hit the dumpster. Hit the dumpster.
I love James Brown.
But they got, was it Marvin Gaye?
Yeah.
His family sued.
It sounds a lot
and they lost that lawsuit, by the way.
Vanilla Ice got sued by Queen for dun 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 dun. It's the opening notes of Under Pressure.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, we can sing that on a podcast and not have to pay
you got
royalties.
all worked up when I was going to, play Dionne Warwick as part of the episode when I had the Dionne Warwick thing. And he's like, no, you can't do it. Royalties.
No, I used to have a YouTube show and I put like a little sliver of Rihanna on there and almost like they wanted to take the video down.
Really?
Yeah.
You're allowed a certain number of seconds without it being an infringement of copyright.
Yeah, it's real low though.
So like you can borrow, like Mariah Carey had a single a number of years ago where she kind of, borrowed a Babyface portion of his song, right? And you're allowed to do that.
You're probably allowed 12 seconds because once you hit 13,
yeah, bad things happen.
Bad
things happen.
Yes, don't buy 13 eggs. That's why it's only 12.
Yeah, you can make fun of me for the egg thing.
No.
Oh,
I wonder why it's 12. Who decided that it's that?
12's an easy number. It's just nice and even.
Why not 14?
It's too big.
No, because then if you have 2 people in your house, that's an egg for them a day each.
Oh.
See? I think it has to do with 13.
It's a
I'm
lot
telling you.
It's a lot of cholesterol.
It's a lot
Just
of
do
cholesterol.
egg beaters. There's no hassle.
I actually like the taste of them too.
Me too. I love egg beaters.
I think they're fluffy.
But I hate cooking, so it's kind of
This
a problem.
episode just drank them raw. What's
So-
in egg beaters? Is there eggs in it?
But they must pasteurize the shit out of it. So, because it has an expiration date, like, sometime like 20 years from now or something. It's like,
yeah.
no.
This episode brought to you by egg beaters.
By salmonella. Okay.
Jeez.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
All right, so I kind of,
there'll be no more numbered fear episodes.
I'm going to listen to JoJo tonight, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
13 times.
No, just once.
Okay. Oh.
But not when I'm driving. Just to kind of ease into it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really not afraid of this.
There's no number that you think is bad luck.
No. 0.
Uh,
I don't ever want my bank account to read 0.
No, but you'd like to have like your,
Lots of zeros is awesome.
a Google of zeros.
Yeah, with something in front of it.
How many zeros is a Google? Like 13 zeros? Probably.
Is it?
I think
Oh
so.
my God. Is that?
I think it is.
Well, I have to Google that before we go.
A Google is a big number. I want to say it's like 13 zeros.
That would be messed up.
79, 10, 12. Oh, maybe. No.
No, it's 100 zeros.
Okay, it was close.
Damn it. Wonder what 13 zeros is. Somebody write that on our
A trillion, 10 trillion, 10 trillion.
10 trillion?
Yeah.
You don't know. You're just saying things.
Nope, it's 10 trillion.
Welcome to We Just Say Things, the podcast.
Yeah.
On that note,
All right.
life is crazy.
You don't have to be.
Bye.
Bye.
Listen to this 12 more times.
13, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6,
No.
6, 6, 6.
Listen
Why?
to it 12 more times, and that will be 13 times. You could listen to it 665 times.
No way.
Triskaidekaphobia.
That's the fear of Triscuits, I'm telling you.